What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Derek, and I have several YouTube channels, and I make starting a new kind of content creation to try to help people when it comes to what they can do on YouTube. And I want to show you uh, the reality and how if you try to get instant money and you try to get instant fame and instant gratification, it's usually not going to work out in the long run. Now, I have been debating on whether or not I wanted to talk about these two people. And this is not a beatdown session, but I've been debating for months whether I wanted to talk about. Now, one of the individuals, Dontay London, I have talked about him twice. I have never said him by name, but this is my first time. I made a video applauding him when he course corrected, or it appeared he course corrected, and then he went back to the same old tricks. I'm not here to knock his hustle. I'm not here. And when it comes to Dodash, I actually was one of the first people to make a video about her back when she was making her initial blow up. I felt inspired. She really did something for me. Then I watched the gradual change that she started to make and the way that she began deceiving and lying to her audience, and I could not support that. So I wind up pulling that video down. And it took me a little while to kind of sit back, detox a little bit, decompress, and make a video. I was very upset. I was very upset at who she had become, and it doesn't matter what I think. The reason that I am here is because someone somewhere may come across one of their videos, and then they come across this one, and they may never see my content on either channel. But I feel like as a YouTuber who's been around this platform for a long time, who's always done things the right way, that I have an obligation to not bash these individuals. That's not what I'm trying to do, but I'm trying to bring awareness to how you really are successful if you want long-term success. With Dodash and Dontay London, Dodash has already destroyed her channel. She's destroyed her channel, and it's 100% her fault. And again, that's not a knock on her or a diss. I told you guys in that video I would never have an issue with her. I would never diss her. That's not what I'm doing. But she is 100% responsible for the current state of her channel. Now, as far as Dontay London is a smart guy. He is driven by the desire never to be broke again. He's been going through a lot of things, but the way he's doing things is not right either, and it probably won't last. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can go and look at their numbers and find out. And what it is it is because when you build a YouTube channel, you are building a brand, and you are going to be known for what your brand is. And if you are a deceiver or a liar, you're going to lose trust in your audience. Your gimmick is going to run its course. And that's what happened with DoorDash. I keep saying DoorDash. That's what happened with Dodash. Now, I don't have to talk negatively about her. That's not what I'm trying to do. But you can't say that you're never going to charge for anything and then you create a course and then you create another one. At that moment, you lost your audience. You cannot deceive your audience. You cannot if you do, you're going to lose their trust and you are going to be left out like she is. Now her blow up is over. Her time has passed. She is predominantly at a standstill. The only reason that her channel has gotten any follow, and I wish that Dodash would listen. I wish that these people would listen to people, but what happens is numbers start going to your head and success and money start going to your head, and it's it can turn out to be a disaster. If people were just humbled, if they took a step back and they humbled themselves and they course corrected, this could have been so much more. This could have been the start of something extremely special for her. But instead, it was a fad, it was a phase, it was a trend, and now it's over. Her channel recently has only had success due to Dontay London shouting her out in a video. All right, but we're gonna look at some numbers that I want to show you. And I cannot say this enough. This is not an attack on Dodash. This is for my creators because her and Dontay will never listen to this. They'll never see it. I mean, nobody's going to see this video. You might see the numbers on this channel and think I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, and I'll show you that I know what I'm talking about. But you don't have to take my word for it either. You don't have to believe me, don't believe me. This is for the creators that were around before the partner program. This is for the creators that have people talk about how long they've been on YouTube. Try 2007. Try making videos in 2010. Try throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks. Now, let's go to Dontay London real quick. Dontay London has been preaching to steal. He literally says the word steal content. Steal their, he tries to clean it up, but he says to steal content, do whatever you have to do. That's his mentality. He doesn't care anything about community. He doesn't care he cares 100% about making money. He doesn't care about community building. And for what he cares about, which is money, fine. What he's doing is working. Will it last? I'm going to say probably not. Now, he's told people that he doesn't necessarily like the content he's making, but it's what makes him money. So he's literally doing YouTube for money, which is, if that's what you want to do, fine. If you want to build a brand and a community, you don't base it off chasing trends. You just don't do it. So that's his thing. His hustle is applaudable. Plus, he's from the D. Well, he's from Michigan. I'm from Michigan as well. So I got some hustle man respect for him. Shout out to Martin. But I can't go along with what he's doing. Stealing content, riding trends. If you ride trends, that's what you're going to be known for. And if you're okay with that, then fine. But eventually that gimmick is going to run out for 9 out of 10 creators. You might have, if you go back and you look at the early days of YouTube, prank content. Prank content was so big that everybody started doing it. It got so big that they start faking pranks. Where is that now? That is not how you want to build a YouTube channel. We're talking about long money. We're not talking about short money. Long money, sustainable income. To do that, you need a community. You need trust in that community. And Dontay, I don't know if he's lost it yet, but he is very clear about what he wants. I just hate to see him go that route. He getting a little big-headed too, man. Talking about he changing the game and all this. Okay, all right. I don't know the dude, but it seemed like he getting a little like, dude, okay, you got 65,000 subscribers. Yeah, you changing the game for small creators. You're literally telling people to steal from other creators, to not even bother building an audience, just make money. And if you want to make a quick 50 to 100,000, that's one way to go. If you want the long game, like I'm trying to build a business here, but we're going to look at me too. This video might go a little long. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to see it. And you can see from this video that I may or may not have put their names in the title. I have definitely did not tag them because I don't know if I want that. I don't want to be known for their content. But I felt compelled after months to finally say something about Dodash because I really was with her for a while. So Dontay London, that's my thing with him. He's thinking short-minded and not long-minded. He's 100% about money, making money, which is, I guess, what's important to him. And if that's important to you, his one way he's doing it is one way. It's not the right way. It's not a long, sustaining way. 9 times out of 10. But hey, I'm not going to ever tell anybody to do that. I'm going to tell people to do it the way that it should be done. Now, as far as Dodash, this is not an attack. Again, I don't know if she watches the channel. But she didn't listen to anybody and anybody's advice for whatever reason. And that's cool. That's her prerogative. But I want to show you something about her that you cannot lie to your audience. The decline. Now, I'm not excited about the decline of her channel. But if you are known, there's a reason for it, and I'm here to explain that reason. Here's one of the reasons. We've already talked about the fact that she said that she was never going to charge, and all this stuff is receipted. She was never going to charge for any video course, anything like that, and then she did. Then she says she's going to pull stuff down. Then she doesn't. Then now what she's doing is she is throwing anything at the wall to see what sticks when it comes to content. But this is the number one reason her channel is falling off. She went from, I promoted her. I shouted her out. Not that it mattered, but I praised her for her authenticity, her transparency, and then something changed. But I want to show you something that was something that I saw. And this is who Dodash became. And it's sad because First of all, it's just sad. All right, so this is coming from and I used this website when I brought her information in the first time and her explosion, and it was only at the very beginning. She was just getting started. But I noticed this yesterday. She pops up on my feed. I unsubscribed from her a long time ago, right around the time I put my video down because I didn't want to support what she was doing. All right, my prerogative. But YouTube will still push content in your face. So I have multiple different channels, and she pops up all the time. And I started noticing something that was happening. But she made a video the other day that said my car was repoed, and because of her history and what she's been doing, I knew that this was clickbait. But here's something I want to show you and how you destroy your channel. And this is why she's no longer where she is. She will never be where she was. Her numbers are she has not grown at all. She's very slow, except for the Dontay London shout out. That was it. She wound up changing her channel. Go down here. She changed her. When I first saw it, my car was repoed, not clickbait. Okay, fantastic. I knew it was some clickbait in there, but she puts not clickbait, telling you, okay. So you click on it, and you're wondering, okay, what is this? And was it clickbait? I watched the video specifically to see. So she's talking about a previous car. Okay. Then she changed the new title. This was the original title. My car was repoed. Now, you might be like, okay, Derek, that's not, what's the difference? The difference is now this was already clickbait, but it was not clickbait. So now you're looking at it and you're saying, why am I going to click on this? This, my car was repoed, is 100%, is telling you the car was repoed. So both of these are both actually clickbait, but this one is worse. And she actually, and this is what she does. It's been like this. And again, I've been waiting a long time to say something. And after I just watched the whole, like the last week, and what she does is bad. What they're doing, honestly, is bad for the creator economy. It really is. You might be like, well, Derek, how is that? Because your claim of helping small creators win is the opposite of what's going on. Both of these guys found success by going viral after whatever the situation was, following a trend at the moment, perfect time, perfect place. That is not YouTube on easy mode. And I've seen multiple creators use it who have 0 views. So that's where to me where Dontay London comes in at with his use this and it's going to work. That is a lie. That is a false statement. It's not it's like it's guaranteed when it's actually not. It's like success is guaranteed, but it's actually not. Okay? Now, I'm going to try to show you what I can see. Okay. So let's look at, I want to show you how this thing has happened for DoorDash. Let's take a look. This is from her, it's viewstats.com. It's free. You can take a look at it. You can pay. And I'm going to show you my channel as well. But this is only a taste of what her channel was doing prior to. Her fall off has been swift. And it's unfortunate because it's all her fault. If she would have she would have never lied to her audience, put out clickbait content, a lot of stuff, the repetition. You can see it's getting older and older and older, and people care less. You'll always have your ride or dies, but even they get sick of you. And again, this is all her fault. This is not me attacking her. I'm just stating the facts, and the numbers show the facts. Up until this is what she was doing, okay? Until Dontay London shouted her out. When he shouted her out, this is when she started growing. Back here, I can't remember what she privated a video, made a video, something like that. She privated it. And this is not an attack on her. This is to help other folks. That's what I'm trying to do. Now, let me show you something with me. This is my channel, Lion Syndicate. I make football content about the Detroit Lions. It's a passion. There's never an end to it. When I chose to talk about the Detroit Lions, I did it because One, I love them. At When I started it, I wasn't making any money, and if I didn't love them after the stuff we go through, I wouldn't be able to do this. You see what happened to us this year? Best record in the NFL, 15-2, nothing. Got bounced out by a rookie quarterback after the way we lost the NFC Championship in 2023. So there's got to be some passion. And sometimes I get tested. I didn't want to make any content. I had to sit back and say, do I really want to do this? So because I talk about the Detroit Lions, it's football is always relevant all year round. You have the combine. Here's a football calendar year, okay, or a calendar year, football in a calendar year. In January is the playoffs. February is the Super Bowl. March is free agency. April is the draft. May, pretty much nothing. Rookie minicamp. June, OTAs. July, vacation. August, preseason. September, October, November, December, the season. So it's always relevant, but it's trendy during the season, during the NFL draft, during the free agency period. I know that. I base my content around that, and I have to deal with that. I will make the least amount of money that I made this month. October was ridiculous. November was also ridiculous, but lower. December, pretty decent. January, not as good. February, we've scraps. Had the Detroit Lions made the Super Bowl, we're talking about something else, right? But this is what I've done. This is also wrong. That's wrong. This is the one stat that they are completely off. Revenue is like the worst. It's not even close. Well, it's close, but again, I made either more or less than this here. It's not even in between these. It's either less than 2,000 or more than 5,600. We did that before. But I want to show you what an organic growth looks like. Especially if you don't, non-viral, when you build your channel for the long game. This is what organic growth looks like. Every channel can have a viral, mini viral. I had a channel on my a video on my other channel that went viral, 300 and almost 600,000 views. It only gained me about 500 or 600 subscribers. Would have made me about $3,500. But so every occasion, but my channel's not built off that. It's like lightning striking. And it happens, it doesn't. But my channel is not built off of viral. When you come to Lions Syndicate, you know what you're going to get. Every couple of days, look at this. Lions were done playing football. I gained 100. 2 days later, gained 100. 2 days later, gained 100. 3 days later, 4 days later, gained 100. Went on a tear right here. I haven't moved. Lions haven't done anything. Their season is over again. It's not, the Detroit Lions are not trendy right now. They're relevant, but they're not trendy, right? So I know it'll pick back up. If we go and let's look at what I've done over the last year. Oh, you know what? Let's do 3 months because this is when the season was happening for me. So right here, what was this? The 20th. The Lions season literally just came to an end. It came to an end on the 18th of January. That's when we lost to the Washington Commanders. This is where I was at. Look at this. Steady. Now let's go and look at a year. Okay? This is when the season began. This right here is the absolute lowest part of talking football. There's nothing happening in the month of July. Everybody's on vacation. The mascot is on vacation. Look at what happens. This happens every single year. This is free agency, draft, down. What did I tell you? April, May. The lowest point is in July. Then it picks back up. Here's when the season starts. Everybody sees the first season of NFL football is trash. October shot up. And it stayed pretty consistent until the end of the season. Look at it. And this happens every year. Every single year, the same thing happens. I know that. I built a sustainable channel. This video was not meant to go for 20 plus minutes, but it was a lot of information. It was something that I've been wanting to talk about. I think these guys, not necessarily, both Dontay and Dodash, I don't know what their intentions are. I have no idea. I do not know them as people, but I am look, and this is not for them. This is for you. This is for that up and coming creator that you have to trust the people that you're listening to. And I don't know if me showing you my revenue will let you trust me, but that's how I don't want to build my channel like that. I want to build my channel a different way. And that is to eventually for something quality that I bring that's not related to how much money that I make, therefore having you think that's how much money you can make. Yeah, you can. You can make you can make a salary from YouTube. You can make tens of thousands of dollars as a small creator. You can make hundreds of thousands and millions as a bigger creator. But you have to make a decision. What do you want to be known for? How do you want to build your channel? Do you want instant gratification or do you want long term? Because I can look at Dontay London too. When he dropped his channel, when he made that video about, pivoting and don't quit your 9 to 5 job, I thought that was the moment that he learned. And then he went back to the same stuff he's been doing. And if he's not careful, I am predicting that the same thing. But see, he's following trends. He's going to chase those. And that he might wind up staying relevant for all the wrong reasons. And it might work, it might not. I see it ending. I see what he's doing ending. And then he's going to have to find something else. But if that's what he wants to be known for, that's fine. I don't want you to be known for that. People forget YouTube is about you. YOU is in the title. It's the first 3 letters. It's not called Dontay London Tube. It's not called Dodash Tube. It's not called Copy Tube. It's called YouTube. Now, do you have the strategies and stuff? Absolutely. You have to do what's working, but you also have to have integrity. You have to stay in your niche. You have to stay if you want long-term success. Anyway, I'm out of time, man. Thank you guys so much. Consider subscribing or not. It doesn't really matter. I enjoy this, whether it's people watch or not. And I hope that they didn't take offense to this. I know my channel is not going to change them because that's not what I'm here for. I'm not even trying to do that. I'm trying to help a creator as a creator that's been around since 2010, 2009, 2008. I know I've seen every iteration of YouTube, and I know that this is not the way.